I'm selling it all.
All right, this is different. There's
No.
gonna always turn into a little adventure.
What exactly?
Anyway, whatever that thing was, authentic Coach Brooklyn, but this is very African. Like Arabic everywhere. It's hot. So yeah, it definitely, this was the TikTok version. Been living in the South too long when I've been saying y'all. So I'm in this decluttering mode where I've decided to go through my stuff and pretend I am moving or pretend I'm dying. No, that sounds really morbid. No, but no, seriously, I just decided that this is the time to go through my stuff. And if there's something that I'm not using, or, the Marie Kondo thing, if it doesn't bring me joy, then I should get rid of it. So I'm planning to start selling some of my stuff that I don't wear or don't use on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. So I went through this closet, was full of bags, and I just sort of went through to see what I don't use. I know this looks a mess. Bags that I've owned for years and I don't reach for them. Some of them were bags that I've gotten, when I was doing like clothing hauls. Some of them are bags that I've never worn. Again, I just don't reach for. Y'all, it is late. I've been living in the South too long when I've been saying y'all. I didn't grow up saying y'all. That is a very Southern thing. Anyway, it is after 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's kind of early for me, sort of, but it is late. And I just finished editing a video that will go up tomorrow. And so I'm excited to quickly, while that's rendering, oh, don't mind that Labubu. Do you see that bright colored hat I made it? Yeah, this is one of many items that I've made. This one's the brightest. Usually they're a lot lighter and more pastel. But I thought, somebody might like these bold colors. Anyway, I'm about to write a card because I always feel like it's important whenever you sell or give someone anything from you. What is this? That you leave them a little card. So I'm going to leave a little card and write, a handwritten note to the lady that is buying my bag. So anyway, yeah, did I tell you yesterday night? I decided to see what it would be like to put my items for sale. I started off with just about 5 bags. So I put up the 5 bags on Facebook Marketplace, and that was a little bit of a process, because I haven't done it before. I mean, the last time I used Facebook Marketplace had to be maybe 5 to 7 years ago, about 7 years ago. So honestly, this felt like the first time. I mean, there's so many details that you have to fill out, because the more details you write about the product, the more likely, someone will buy it. And also, the better your pictures, and if you can include videos. So it feels like an extra job, honestly. It took me a while, not gonna lie, because I not only did the Facebook Marketplace, I wanted to see what the process felt like to do it also on eBay. And with eBay, it's like, you also got to think about the shipping, and also how are you going to get paid? Are you going to do this through your bank or through a credit card? Whereas like with Facebook Marketplace, it's mostly going to be local. So usually local people are willing to pay cash, or, if you have PayPal or Zelle or something like that. Anyway, these are the little specifics I needed to consider. So I was really excited today when I'm like, wow, less than 24 hours, that bag that I, refreshed or restored, got somebody's attention and she wanted to buy it, the Dooney and Burke bag. So yeah, I am selling that bag for $40. What? That's $40 that I didn't have before, or $40 that I was about to throw away. So you just never know what you find in your closet or in your garage. So now I'm really inspired to really go through my stuff, and anything that I'm not wearing or anything that's just been sitting in the garage for years, getting rid of it. As in donate, throw away, or sell. So you need 3 piles. Anyway, let me finish this, write this card. Wait, but what is this? I don't know what this is. It's not, looks like I burnt it. Anyway, whatever that thing was, I don't know. It wouldn't wipe off, so I'm scraping it off. Are you like me? I'm like a little OCD about certain things. You know, I can't stand it. It was just aggravating me. So this very sharp scissors, I really don't know what it was, but it's coming off because it was gonna annoy me just to see it. I mean, you know, this thing is white. I've had this though, the standing desk, for quite a few years. I love it. Even though sometimes I do get back pain from standing for too long, so I have to alternate from standing to sitting.
Anyway, where was I? I was trying to tell you before I kept getting rudely interrupted by this dog here who's lying on the floor, that I sold the bag on Facebook Marketplace, which is really cool because this is, again, not something I typically do. But now that I have made my first sale, I feel more confident to do that again and again and again, because I got a ton of stuff. Y'all know I get stuff as an influencer. I get stuff because I want to show you guys. I get stuff because I'm older and I've had children. And so over the years, I have, you know, our children's clothes, like good shoes, or Miriam has dresses that weren't her style, she didn't like, so she didn't want. And so I just have stuff. And again, quite a few bags. Anyway, and it's only $40, but it's the thought that counts. It's literally the thought that counts, you know, like, oh my God, I sold something, you know, outside of doll stuff, or outside of, you know, everything else that I may have done. Man, Biscuit, he is like shoving me. He takes his toy and he shoves me on my legs because he's trying to get me to play, and I don't feel like it today. Today, we're all about our business, okay? We are about business, making money. Let me show you like a few things that I'm selling. Biscuit, if you don't get away from me, excuse me. He's really aggravating me lately, and I'm genuinely looking forward to him going back to where he came from, wherever that is. All right, so let me show you a few of the things that I have. I have like these Skechers. I think these were Miriam's. She doesn't really wear them. Or these little ballet shoes, cute. These are a good pair. Where am I going with these? I've had these for years. So these would be kind of vintage platform. And these are coming back. The brand is Rockport. These are a good brand. I remember they were quite expensive, but I don't remember how much I paid for them. So yeah, I got a bunch of bags. Who knows? Maybe you're interested. Even though, you know, it's easier for me to sell it locally. So I don't know where you're watching me from, but I have this bag. I've never worn it out. This is vegan leather, so it's not real leather, but I think I have this listed for like $10, so not expensive. This little dumpling bag. This is what you would call, looks like the designer version. For those who know, the designer version is like $5,000. There was this. You see what she looks like. This was the TikTok version. So you see what I'm saying? There's this little cutie, and she comes with a strap. And I think I got this on Amazon. She's so small and cute. And you know what? Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should keep it, but I don't know. Some young woman somewhere deserves it. Comes with a strap and comes with the little, twilly like scarf. So I guess this one I could definitely ship. She's got feet. Okay, she came in a little dust bag. And I'm even selling my very authentic Brooklyn Coach. Very sort of simple, sleek, modern, right? And this is in the color dark ruby. So yeah, what else? I got a lot of stuff on this table. I'm not going to bore you with that. I just wanted you to see the kind of stuff I was selling so far. But then I also have a ton of clothes that I need to go through. My mom had given me, when she moved, a lot of vintage but good quality clothes, during her corporate work, her life in New York. So a lot of clothes that would be great for the winter or for anyone who works office. And I used to think like it would be nice to have a video where I just have a mannequin and just show the clothes. But I was like, I can't be bothered. But if you want to see some of these clothes, or if you're interested, let me know in the comments if you want to see a video like that. I mean, I thought it would be fun because the clothes aren't going to fit me. And then another bag that I have, this I shared on YouTube a while back, is this. It comes in a bag. You see it. It ain't the real thing, okay? So, okay. But it looks very close, because what it is I got this for a video because I really wanted to see if it looked like my authentic one, because I have one that's pretty much the same thing, but a real one. And when it came, I was like, wow. It looks like the exact real one. So yeah, I'm trying to sell it to someone who may want it. But yeah, here's the box, and comes in the bag, and there's like ribbon. I guess I could mail this, ship it.
It's been a couple of hours since I spoke to you last. And oh my God, sorting things takes a lot of time, actually. That's the part they don't tell you, sellers or resellers or people who do proper, garage sales. Even though this is not really a garage sale, I guess it kind of is, but it's more online. I even found our TV mount. This is like heavy duty metal. It's like a swivel. It's got all these extension cords, because in our last place, or for my clinic, this used to house the TV on the wall. So yeah, it's functional. I kept it because I thought, one day we'll use it. But we haven't. And what do they say? If you've got stuff that you've been holding on to, claiming you're going to use it, and you still haven't, you might as well get rid of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can sell this TV mount along with all the extension cords if they want it, whoever wants it. This really still works. As you can see, everything is still plugged in for the last flat screen TV. I've got TV cable, even an office TV router. I don't know if anyone would want that, but I'm sure someone's going to want the actual mount. And then these are the bags that I can't really sell on Facebook Marketplace because they are inspired by, if you know what I mean. Even though, to be honest, they don't have the logo on them, at least these ones in the front. That one does, but these don't. I think I showed you this one that looks like the Kelly. This was the TikTok version of the, famous brand. I'm not even going to say the brand, but those who know. It's a small, cute bag. You see, it doesn't have the logo. So I don't see it as a problem, but Facebook might have an issue with it. And then there was this one. Let me open it for you to see. Maybe you have a young girl who might like this because none of these, they're not expensive. Honestly, I think this bag is so cute. So cute. And you see, it does not have the logo on it. So you know what you're getting, okay? She's cute. And the straps pull out. You can wear it as a shoulder bag, or you can wear it as a crossbody. I think for a young girl or young woman, let me measure it. Let's measure it so you can see. So yeah, it's not a big bag. Let's go from here to here. So it's about, 8.5 inches, maybe? Yeah, just slightly under 3 inches wide. So imagine I have to do this for each item before I put it on. 5.5 tall. It's got the Mona Lisa smile pocket in the back. It is not genuine leather, this bag, okay? It just, if you like the look. And it's got a zipper on the inside here. Yeah. So anyway, she's going to whoever wants her. See, like I got this microwave out of the garage, just sitting there. Just sitting there. Somebody could use it. I'm selling it all. Looking at that garage thinking it feels like such a burden to have all that stuff. So get rid of it. So I'm just gonna clean it up and sell it. In fact, I got 2 microwaves in the garage. Like, why? One of them, though, I think is our son's. But oh well, obviously he don't need it. So if he don't need it and he thinks he can just come put it here, oh no, we're selling it. Because by the time he wants another microwave, he'll probably buy a new one. So I looked at it. It looks clean on the inside. I'm gonna plug it in and make sure it works. What you do is, when you're not sure of prices, to be honest, I play a lot, but let me tell you, what you do is you just take a picture of the item and then you Google search. So your phone, if you have an iPhone, or I'm sure most smartphones, when you touch the picture and you scroll down, you will see a part where it says Google search, and that will immediately take you to websites that are selling the same exact item. So you can see for yourself what the new and what the used price is, depending on the condition. So as long as you're honest and you describe the item online, you should be okay. So that's what I basically do. I look to see what it's selling for on eBay. I look to see what it's selling for on Facebook Marketplace, or another place I might sell stuff, or that I buy stuff, Whatnot. That's where I buy all my Labubus. Authentic Labubus are from Whatnot. So anyway, there's so many places nowadays you can buy stuff, and there's so many places or resources you can find what the real price or the value is. So yeah, and then I'm gonna go post a video for you today. Nice fun. So it's about 7:19 and we're gonna go find some fufu. Where are we going? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Y'all, it's so frustrating. We're trying to figure out a place to go eat because we had this thing like, oh, let's go try some African food. We've been to a few, but I seen this one in particular that I've seen so many people go to online that has like jollof rice, egusi,
has all kinds of stuff, right? We looked it up, but it says it's international. I guess the first slight red flag is they have Jamaican food. It says Jamaican or Caribbean, soul food, and African. I'm like, those are very distinct foods and flavors. Typically, you're not going to get someone who can cook African food and cook Caribbean food and do soul food, you know, Black American type food. But anyway, so I was open to going. Let's go find out. But first, let's call because, you know, let's find out if they have gluten-free options. So I call. At first, I thought it was the reception. Maybe he can't hear me. But he's like, hold on. Then he gets back. I'm like, I just want to know if you offer gluten-free options. He's like, he was just like, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm like, what? It's like he didn't understand what I was saying. I'm speaking clear English, but this person clearly sounded foreign and could not speak English. I'm like, you have no business answering the phone. I can see how certain people, including, you know, Trumpers, get pissed off about, you know, living here and serving a community and you don't speak English. Why are you answering the phone? And you're answering the phone in a restaurant and you don't know what gluten-free means. You should. That's your business. Now, maybe we got the wrong person. I don't know. But Kenton says we're not going to go waste money on food and we don't know what we're getting. We don't know if the food is gluten-free or not, just so I can have a stomach ache and joint pain for another week and stomach bloating and all the other horrible symptoms that come with getting glutened. So we're trying to find somewhere else. All right, take it back. Apparently we're halfway there, so we're gonna go anyway. We'll see.
I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Maybe it was just the guy answering the phone.
The person it's not indicative of the. I had their cousin covering. You know, it's family restaurant. They got the cousin. He don't know. He's busy.
Why is he answering the phone then?
Well, he's busy playing a lotto. Who knows? And they're just helping him out. I mean, we know, like, we ate at the Ethiopian restaurant.
Yeah. So there are African restaurants or food places that are gluten-free, like exactly. The Ethiopian restaurant was totally fine. Yeah. We had everything on the menu, and
the server knew.
Right.
Gluten-free. He said absolutely.
Right.
He said there's no wheat.
Right.
It's vegetarian.
Exactly. He knew what we were talking about.
And he said it was halal, or it was
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. It's like going to the doctor's office and asking for something basic, and the doctor looks at you and says, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about."
But it's not even the doctor. No, it's not even that, because that would mean you're talking to the chef.
Right.
Or it'd be like you just go in doctor's office and you're just asking for basic stuff, and the staff is all like, "Well, I don't know what you're saying." They answer the phone and be like, "Hey, do you guys treat basically acid reflux?" What? What's that? Acid? We don't know anything about acid. You'd be like, who is this?
Right. You have no business being a receptionist.
So
no, you're right. Yeah, that's a better analogy.
Yeah, you didn't talk to the chef, but still, like I say, it could be the.
But cousin. He said, "Hold on." So I thought he was gonna go ask.
He got his second cousin.
Yeah, I don't know.
He got his third cousin.
Very typical us. So, what was supposed to be a basic, let's go get something to eat, it's gonna always turn into a little adventure. Adventure with my stomach.
What starts is we always get a little bit of fufu.
Right.
And then it was like, well, if we're gonna go out and get fufu, we haven't eaten yet. Well, maybe then we'll try something.
Right. Maybe we'll just go to a restaurant.
Right.
Because, yeah.
The person's coming home and then cooking and late.
Oh, you got a braiding next door.
Yeah.
So, y'all, there's a black church over there. We're in a black neighborhood. And if you're not in America, you feel those terms are weird to say, black. A black neighborhood. But it's a thing. It's a thing. So it's kind of giving strip mall, kind of, but across from residential.
Not quite. It's very specific.
Yeah, it's
Because
not
it's
quite strip mall. It's just like the building, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not because
But-
it's very specific. You got hair braiding, you got barbershop, you got
Yeah.
a restaurant, and you got a store, African store.
Anyway, I hope maybe it was the wrong person on the phone because I'd seen or heard good reviews about this place, so I don't want to badmouth them. Because I've seen pretty good reviews on TikTok. People seem to enjoy the food, even though I'm a little suspicious of places that cook too many types of food. Trying to figure out what their base is there. I think she looks African. Oh yeah, she's Muslim. That's a Muslim. So yeah, it's more African than it is Caribbean, right?
Well, I guess.
Or do they have all of it?
Yeah, they got cassava leaves. They got okra soup, a goosey soup with goat. You know, you can ask for it with fufu. Yep, very
Like Arabic everywhere. Overall, the space is very clean. I love the artwork, love the vibes. It wasn't busy, as you can see, on a Thursday evening. So I got the coconut juice, which, you know, most Africans and most Caribbeans drink this, but this is very African, from the very magical baobab tree. Very healthy. Hopefully it's not too sweet. We'll see. And then Kenton got water.
Yes, water.
What else did you order?
International.
Water's international. Yeah, he said he ordered something Caribbean.
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken.
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical as to how.
That's why I want to try it.
Right,
To see. And then, of course, jollof rice.
right. Because they are African. They're from Senegal. And they speak French and they're Muslim, which is cool. But I'm trying to figure out how they do Caribbean food. We shall see. Way too sweet, pretty much like syrup. So I ended up switching to the coconut juice or coconut water because ain't nobody trying to get diabetes. All right, this is different. There's the egusi and fufu. Plantain fufu. There's the plantain, which was separate. This is supposed to be jollof rice, very different than the jollof rice we're used to. The color is very different. And then this is, where's this?
It's supposed to be jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken, but it's
It
sort of
looks
stewed.
Looks like jerk stew.
And then what is this?
Cabbage.
And then rice and peas. So yeah, it's definitely their take on Caribbean. But it might taste good, boo. This is like an onion sauce on here. What's on underneath?
It's supposed to be jollof rice. And then it's chicken.
Under here?
Yeah, it's
The
chicken.
dark? Oh, okay.
Under here. I know, this is doesn't. See, I'm used to jollof rice. The best tasting one was at the FGC reunion.
You keep bringing that up.
Exactly. And it was red.
And it was red, right?
Yes, from the tomato and the puree.
You're right.
And the spices.
Right. Just, yeah, I keep an open mind.
Just have an open mind. I'm very open. Especially when it comes to food, as you can see.
What do you think?
Tastes like fried rice.
Oh, really?
It's not jollof rice.
Tastes like fried rice?
It's like fried rice.
Yeah, I think for someone who's never had jollof rice, calling this jollof rice is a sin.
It's not tomato based.
No.
There's not that. It's also missing that smokiness.
Right. Maybe they have jollof rice in Senegal. Well, I guess they do. Maybe theirs is different. All right. I should be using my hands. It is. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh.
The goosey's not bad. It's got big pieces of chicken in there. Tastes African. Ooh.
That hot sauce is hot.
Oh, you got hot sauce?
That hot sauce is hot.
It's hot. That's rice and peas you just had? Yeah, that jerk chicken, I wasn't expecting it to be wet. Did someone...
Yeah, this is...
See the plantain. Plantain is plantain. They've got some hot sauce over there, really hot.
This is more like stewed chicken. This is some jerk chicken.
Well, Kenton's doing good so far. He's eating.
I'll eat anything. I mean,
And I'm enjoying my fufu. I added a little pepper to it, although it's already hot. But it's quite good. Yeah.
if you were to tell me how I would rate this as jollof rice, I would tell you a 4.
Okay.
It's not jollof rice. I would
Right.
tell you a 4.
Maybe we gotta look up Senegalese jollof rice.
It doesn't matter. It's not it's not jollof rice. So that's why it's a 4. If they said this was fried rice with ground chicken
Right.
and an onion sauce, then it would be a 6.
Okay.
Because that is really what it is. And spicy is just some of the combinations.
Hey y'all, so we just got out of Hades restaurant. Mixed reviews. You know, the vibes, let's start with the positive. The vibes were very nice. You know, it was well decorated. It was very clean. It was very neat. The bathroom was clean. I liked the food setup. The hostess at the front was very pleasant.
Yeah, staff is nice.
Right, staff was nice.
Yeah.
They didn't bother us once the food got there. So that was definitely all the positive. And there was African music playing in the background. The con is, if you look up the restaurant, it says international,
African,
Caribbean, and soul food.
Yeah.
So at least from the choices that we got, I would definitely say it was not Caribbean. Or Kenton can definitely say that rice and peas was not Caribbean. That jerk stew, I don't know, jerk is supposed to be like a stew. No. Salty stew with a ton of onions. That wasn't giving jerk chicken.
Yeah, but there was no Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, it didn't have the Caribbean flavors. It did not have Caribbean flavor. Oh, your jollof.
My jollof, my
Kenton had this whole discussion with the waiter or the waitress or the staff, the hostess, sorry. Yeah, he had this whole discussion with her where she was saying that Senegal has 3 different types of jollof. Comment below, is that true? I mean, you know, she was saying that this one that he had, which was chicken in the jollof, was white. It literally, honestly, it did look like fried rice. It just looked like fried rice to me.
She said it was brown jollof.
Right. Oh, it was brown jollof.
Yeah, there's a brown jollof, there's a white jollof, and then there was this jollof that goes with the fish, which is red jollof.
Right, because I was saying, yeah, why wasn't the jollof red? I thought jollof is typically a tomato-based, you know, rice dish with a lot of spice, you know, and flavor. And this was giving Chinese fried rice.
Tasted like Chinese fried rice. And I mean.
So I don't know.
I think I know what Chinese fried rice tastes like. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think I have a pretty good idea.
I did enjoy the egusi.
See that? Right. So you had the egusi.
Right. I enjoyed it.
So 1 out of 10, what was that?
I would give it a 9. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was filling. It was tasty enough for me.
And so that's the point, is that many of these restaurants, when you go too broad,
Right.
meaning that you're trying to do everything outside the wheelhouse because you're trying to capture a market out there because you're afraid that you're too narrow.
Right.
But then what happens is that you're going to fall short. Don't cook Caribbean if you're not familiar with Caribbean food.
Right.
You don't have the ingredients.
Right.
And then market it that. You can't call something jerk and you don't even have the flavor profile that even
No
has
thyme, no scotch bonnet, no pimento.
No pimento, yeah. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't giving
you don't have
jerk
it.
chicken.
No, and it comes in a bowl,
right,
like a stew.
But
So,
what bothers me, though, to be honest, is more like, say, if you're American, like if you're African American, because the restaurant's in an African American neighborhood, you can definitely see that. But if you've never had like jollof rice before and you think that's jollof rice, I feel like that's unfortunate. Or if you've never had Caribbean food and you eat there and you think that's what jerk chicken is, or you think that's what rice and peas supposed to look and taste like, because it doesn't.
Well, and again, and to be fair, again, you're eating stuff that you don't know.
Right.
How could you know?
Right.
So that's why it behooves the restaurant that if you're going to advertise it, you gotta be clear. To be fair, you gotta be clear. And then sometimes people don't know. The food doesn't taste bad, so it's a positive.
Right.
So, for example, like the jollof rice, right?
Right.
So, based upon that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 4 because it doesn't taste like jollof rice, with the ingredients. However, if you had advertised it as fried rice with ground chicken and a onion, caramelized onion
dressing
or a side,
right, then that would make sense.
Then it would be more like a 6. Then I would be like, okay, it tastes what I expect it to taste, and then we're all good.
Because at first I was thinking, well, maybe it's just Senegalese food, they do it different, and obviously they probably do. But then when it comes to like jollof, I was like, for example, I've had Ghanaian jollof, and that was very recognizable as jollof rice. It had a slightly different, flavor, but it still was jollof rice. Yeah. Like you knew.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we're having this whole argument about
this is the thing.
Food and jollof rice.
But food, culturally,
right?
That's the thing. It's like you can get very, specific about it. It's
right.
So different, like in Vietnam. Like my mother is very particular, is very specific. You can't call something,
right?
Bun chow yao or something like that, and just say it, and then you give something, something totally different, and then you're trying to say, oh, this is what it is.
Right. Oh, by the way, if you see this little thing, we're not actually in a taxi, okay?
Yeah.
This is Miriam's car.
Yeah. We borrowed our daughter's
car. Anyway, Ken was saying that was the best fried rice he ever had. That wasn't jollof rice.
That's it. Now I even asked the hostess, I was saying, so is your cook, your chef, Chinese?
That was kind of insultive.
No, I don't know. It could be Chinese. I asked her, I said, there's Chinese people in Senegal. She said, a little. So then that's what I asked. I said, oh, so then is your chef then Chinese?
Because this is giving Chinese fried rice. Right.
That's why if you can, kind of talk to the staff a little bit, get an idea like what's the background. The cook, the chef, or the base of the restaurant, the founding of the restaurant is from a certain cultural affinity, then that the high likelihood of the food being generated or created is going to be more authentic in that way. So if they're Senegal, like here, then you should choose dishes that are Senegalese.
Right.
That's the point.
Right.
Because the flavor profile is going to be more authentic. It's more going to be closer to the source.
Right.
The more further away from the tradition
Right.
and experience,
Right.
the less authentic it's going to be.
Right.
So think of that's the key. Think
Right.
of it.
I mean, but hey, if you're a customer and you're not a discerning customer who knows better, or even you walked in like us and you didn't know where they were from, you just knew the sign said international, African.
Yeah, but we asked, but we talked.
Right, we did talk, but then we ended up ordering.
No, but because we had a plan. In my mind was to try the different.
Right.
You had African, I got the Caribbean,
Right.
and then I had to try the jollof.
Right.
Right. So I knew that I was.
We
gonna
knew
try.
we were about to set ourselves up.
Well, because we knew
Eating Caribbean food
Because-
from a guy from Senegal.
Well, no, because
And we really think about it.
Well, no, but also was to test again
Right.
our concept, because we've had many restaurants where we keep going to that do this,
Right.
and we try it, and it just keeps proving the concept.
Right.
That, again, when you're too broad,
Right.
right, in a sense of these traditions, unless you have, again, more than one chef.
Right.
And some restaurants do. They'll have a chef that, for example, like you have restaurants, especially in higher ones, where you have a saucier that all they do is they do the sauces. You have one that does,
Ooh, I didn't even know that word.
Oh, good.
Saucier.
Oh yeah. The 5-star restaurants, you have sauciers. That's they do the specific sauces. You have the ones that then focus, just on fish, and you have ones, so you have these specialists.
Right.
And then they work
In
on
these
these
high-end
dishes.
restaurants.
But that's high-end stuff because they
Right.
can afford.
That
to
was
have
not
more.
where we went.
Well, it wasn't inexpensive.
Right. It wasn't cheap food either. I'm not going to say that.
No, but it was almost
Right.
$100.
Right. So yeah, what you saw us get, that was almost $100. So it wasn't
Yeah.
inexpensive.
So if you're gonna spend that kind of money in this
Right.
economy,
Right. So anyway, that was our pseudo review of Haiti's restaurant.
Haiti's, yeah.
And if you live in the Raleigh area, you've probably tried them before.
maybe not.
Or if you haven't, maybe you can go try them.
Try them, but
try them. Keep
yeah.
an open mind. But again, they are from Senegal. So if you're expecting authentic Nigerian food or authentic Jamaican food or authentic soul food, that's not it. I don't care what the sign says or what,
But again, if you want,
but if you want tasty,
African-based Senegalese
right.
food, like the goosey was good.
Yeah, the egusi was good,
Yeah.
and egusi
They
is
do
actually
have-
Nigerian
Right.
generally.
And they have.
So they
and
did that okay.
And they have peanut stew. So I didn't try that because I was again, the goal was to try the other,
Right.
food profiles to see how close they could get to it.
So far, my stomach is holding on. So hopefully, the other issue, that I was really concerned about was the whole gluten, because they didn't look like. Actually, even when we got there, I forgot to mention, I was, asking the lady at the front, and she really didn't seem to understand what I was talking about. Eventually, she's like, "Oh, okay, you mean wheat flour?"
Or if there's flour.
Right, if there's flour in it, you can't eat it. And so I was showing her, like, they have a lot of pastries on the menu, and I was showing her, I can't eat this, or like the breads, and they get what looked like patty type stuff, but not really Caribbean patties,
Yeah.
more like the African beef pies type thing. But definitely check them out. I'm not going to say the food was bad. It just wasn't what we expected for the most part.
Yeah, it's, again, like this jerk chicken.
Right.
If you're trying to get jerk chicken,
You're back to the jerk chicken boy.
Well,
I
but
think
the-
you already told them about the jerk
but what I was saying is
chicken.
that it didn't taste bad.
Right,
It just didn't taste like jerk chicken.
right.
So that's the whole point. So it's just like the saying, the jollof rice didn't taste like jollof rice, but it was good fried rice. So
Right.
the food's not bad.
Right. Yeah, it's all about expectations. And again, if you are well traveled or if you know other cultures, then you kind of maybe have a certain expectation.
It's not an expectation. You have an experience.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's like
well, expectation based on your experience.
Yeah,
perhaps.
but again, it's like if you just eat Chinese food and you think that Vietnamese food's the same, or Filipino food or Japanese food, it's just like no. Just like saying Asian.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of people. You say Asian, what is the first thing they think of? Chinese.
Right.
And you're like, wait a minute. It's
Korean
like,
food very different from Chinese food.
Japanese
very different
food,
from Japanese.
Vietnamese
food. Thai. Very different.
Very different. No, so it's like Malaysian.
I was just thinking about the spicy Malaysian food we'd have in New York.
Yeah.
So exactly. So as you know, soul food is very different than, say, Jamaican food or many Caribbean food. And even within Caribbean food from Trinidad is different than, say, food from Jamaica. Of course, they have some similarities, but you know Trinidadian food different than Jamaican food.
That's right. Yeah.
So just to have a restaurant that claims to do it all, you know it's going to be
again,
suspect.
And I can understand the pressure. You're trying to, again, you're trying to have a wide palette because you're trying not to be too narrow, right? And it's challenging. Which is, look, if you're going to do that, that's all I'm saying is that's fine, but you got to meet. If you advertise something, you got to meet that expectation. You got to meet it. If you're going to say Caribbean, you got to deliver. That's all I'm saying. You can't say, just like if you say soul food, you know, or even Southern food, and you don't deliver it, then again, you may get away with it with some people, but that actually
you're going to get away with it with people who don't know any better.
But again, that's not enough people. See, that's the thing, because you may, you know, because for every one of us that say like, hey man, this is not quite it, there's 9 others that would be like, they won't come back. You know what I'm saying? You just spend money on jerk chicken, and it's not jerk chicken. They'll just be like, okay, thank you, and then they're gonna leave, and they're not gonna come. They won't leave they won't leave a comment. They just don't come back. You know, that's marketing 101.
Right.
You know, very few people actually, even with reviews, very few people actually will spend the time.
And I think that's in general for any business
That's
owner.
Any business. That's any business.
Any business, that's a lesson to learn. Because I know, you know, that's actually one of my pet peeves. I was thinking about that, how a lot of people will claim titles, claim experience, or claim, you know, products that aren't actually delivering. You know what I mean? It just looks nice to say, you know, XYZ. It looks nice to claim your product can do this and that, or it has these properties, but it doesn't because it's not well made, or, you know, it's just there are a lot of people, I don't want to say scamming, but just not actually delivering what they claim.
Right. So yeah, and it's one thing to again be aggressive marketing. It's another thing again to promise something and not deliver it, and yeah, meet expectations. But the thing is that in the end, it hurts your business. But definitely go there if you're looking for Senegalese African food. Then it's there. They hit it. It's there because that's right in their wheelhouse.
Right.
But outside of that,
right. Don't go there looking for Caribbean food.
Yeah. No.
Don't go there looking for West African jollof rice, because I'm not sure what that was that we got. unless maybe if you order it with the fish, because she did say the red jollof comes with the fish. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll go back and find out. I don't know.
Why? Because that wasn't shared. Because on the menu it just said jollof rice. It didn't say like only with the fish.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just said jollof with chicken, jollof with fish.
Anyway, y'all, I think we've been talking about this damn restaurant and jollof for too long.
Because
we're on our way home. We're on our way home. Say good night, boo.
Good night.
Is this construction?
Yeah, they're doing construction.